Alright, hey everybody, Mark Burgess here, Big East Bass Fishing again. Today I'm going to bring you a little bit more regarding a bait that I'm testing out and shooting a few videos on. It's already put one good fish in the boat for me, so it's kind of proven itself already. So I want to show you what we got here. So this is by Nomad Design. I'm fishing the same bait I caught that fish on. 2.5 inch, 3/4 ounce red craw. As you can see, it's got a lot of weight to it, casts easily. I've talked about the way it is designed, where the split ring's attached. Basically that piece of steel plate flexes back and forth like that, giving it a little bit more action, which is different than a lot of other baits. So also want to show you this right here from Nomad Design. This is the case that came along with the baits, so I'm able to organize them. It holds the baits really well, as you can see, and I have them basically organized by, by size. Other side as well. So there you go, right there. So we're going to be putting these baits through their paces here in the next few weeks. And right now I'm on a body of water that is very rocky, to say the least, and water temp's about 50 degrees. So basically I'm covered in water with this bait. I can throw this thing a country mile, and I'm fishing it on a 7-foot, basically medium heavy crankbait rod, so I can really get it out there. Fairly heavy line too, 17-pound test fluorocarbon. Does a lot of things for me, very abrasion resistant, and like I said, a lot of rocks in the area. And unlike how I caught the first fish, which was basically over some grass in like about 12 feet of water, yo-yoing it up, with all the rocks here, I'm basically just kind of reeling it slow. The gear ratio is 7-to-1, so I have plenty of speed if I want it, but basically I'm reeling it slow enough where it's just ticking the rocks, and I can feel that and I can react to it. So let's make a few casts here and see how we do. Fairly shallow water here too. It's 6 feet right here off a rocky point. Again, long casts, 50-yard casts like nothing. And you can feel this bait pulsing down there. I love this color for this time of year. Oh, let's get one of those rocks, man. That felt good, loaded right up. Alright. A lot of times snap it right off like that so you don't go in and mess up your area. A lot of times you'll get bit like that too. Making a long cast over rocky, shallow water, basically you're keeping the bait up. Keep the rod tip up. You can reel the bait just a little quicker because of that shallow water. As you get closer to the boat and over deeper water, you basically lower the rod tip and you can slow down the retrieve. So make a long cast. Just barely feeling the rocks down there. As the bait gets closer, just lower your rod tip, slow the retrieve down. That'll keep that bait just deeper in the water column for you. Make sure that we can, I'm cutting my head off here. All right, let's cover some water, shall we? This bait's perfect for that. Always a good idea to change the angle on your cast. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what happens when you throw it. Nomad Design Lipless Crankbait system, swim tracks, and 2.5 inch, 3/4 ounce orange craw. This time of year you can't beat it. As I mentioned, I'm throwing it on 7-foot medium heavy crankbait rod, 17-pound test fluorocarbon, high-speed reel 7-to-1, just covering water. There's so many targets in the water here. I mean, this place is just basically a rock pile filled with water. So got to cover water because you can't hit every single one of them. So that's the bait. That's how to throw it. You know, in like the last video, you know, caught a good fish yo-yoing it in deeper water. This was more of just a slow, steady retrieve. I could feel the bait vibrating. Whenever it came into contact with the rock, I'd just pop it up off the rock and wait for the bite. All right, go ahead and let him go.